Hello ladies and gentlemen and otherwise, what's up? My name is Devious and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I am having such a good time with this story and I was genuinely sad that I had to stop recording when I did. Anywho, we're getting back into the story today and I'm a little disconnected because I did go through editing last night and that usually kind of scrambles my brain as to where we are exactly, but I know Alphino is playing with his Nolith things, and Alize is watching, probably semi-contemptuously, because you know that's how she rolls. But before all that, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, sub, bell icon, Discord, cast group, etc. You guys know the drill. How many times am I going to say that today? And note to self: I am attempting not to say or so as much. Gonna fuck that up, I guarantee. Also, I recently got a Heart of Corundum, as opposed to, I think it was Heart of Iron, or Heart of Stone, and bruh, this ability looks fire! It's so good. Anyway, yeah, so let's just get back into the story. I don't want to delay at all, I just want things. Huh! Yeah, no, that's just really strong. Anyway. Back to the stuff! Heading out for a stroll? Sure, apparently. I legitimately have forgotten where I'm going and what I'm doing. Oh, right, we're gonna see, Montache. The Scholark himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? Hell yeah! I too am eager to see him, though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Eh, fuck him. Swing in. He'll be fine. Swing in like you own this bitch. Alpha note of all people worrying over his reputation, and our alma master, no less. Huh. Interesting. I just got a notification on my phone that a door was closed. And my dad did just leave, but that's been a little bit. So that is a bit sus, un momento, whilst I sort this out. Okay, we're good. That was just a delayed reaction from the software. God, this thing sucks. Anyway. Yeah, so we're giving Alphino crap for being a pansy boy, as usual. You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. Well, away we go then. We're off to see the frickin' what's-his-face? Yeah, the Scholark. That sounds interesting. It sounds like an archmage, but scholarly. So basically, what Alphino is trying to be. Here it is, phenomenon. Well, I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? Yup. Well, most of the space is taken up by expansive auditoriums. It also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As a center of what would later become the studium, pardon me. It was established to promote the study of ethereological phenomena, hence the name. Fair enough. Though with aether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life and even the universe itself. Nice. And then in the 432nd year of the Sixth Astral Era, phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is, without question, the world's leading authority in aetherology, the arcane, the occult, astronomy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Charlian's foremost educational institute. I just did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Of course, he's that guy. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foppish speech. Such as his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then. Youngest to enter the studium, graduated with the highest honors in magical arts and aetherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber, probably because he talked him to death. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Oh boy. Yes, of you to say, but Alphinaud actually entered half a year before me, nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors, and I am certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects, I have ever been in his shadow. If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphinaud Levier began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully, we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphinaud, and with a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. Oh, there's no time like the present. Let's swing out, let's go! First things first, let's look for Scholark Montechamp. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and search for clues. Split up and ask the students if they see him. Yay! I get to look around a school for an old man. Hello, excitable student. That was Alphinaud Levier, wasn't it? Oh god. He's with his sister and Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing. An event of epoch-shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word! Can you calm the hell down, please? Hey, script exchange. I just realized. I'm sorry, you said you were looking for the Scholark. Yes, knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Alioth would have a better idea. Interesting. Hello. Preaching! Not here. Mayhaps over here. Hello. Oh, it was here. Interesting place. I don't like it. Hello. Are you lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Fuck you! Wait, who's this? Why are you looking concerned over there? Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? No. Well, silly of me, an orientation is in order. Let me to bid you a warm welcome to the Searcher's Meet. Let me start with the question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studium? That's right, books. And that, what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here at Searcher's Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. I have Pysa this, tongue of giant toad that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Which is possibly what some of the students are trying to accomplish, this being a school of magic and all. Fair enough. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I am not a gleaner. I've found some shit in my time, but yeah, I'm not a gleaner, homie. So what you're telling me is you're not a gleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for a Scholark. I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can. Oh, you mean him? You dumbass. Oh, you scatterbrained scholar located. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to Maker's Meet. Go back the way you came in, and you'll see on the opposite side of the entrance, the laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. What? And the time it's taking me to tell you all of this, the Skullike has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it. Great. Alright. Fine. Back to the other side of what is essentially shaping up to be Crafter's Haven. I feel very, very, very out of place here. I am no crafter, my friends. Hello! Level-headed student. Howdy, bruv. Yes, Skullike was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project. No blood-curdling screams then. Good to hear. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. When we parted ways, he went down the corridor, perhaps to one of the auditoriums? Hi, someone hit level 90. Nice! Pika, yay! I am almost deliberately avoiding anything in chat, by the way. So if there are spoilers in chat, I just noticed like Viking helmets. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Yeah, if there's anything in chat that is Concernicus in any way, I hate this already. Anyway, I'm not going to see it. Here we go. Howdy.
Ah, I remember you.
Voice acting, hell yeah.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment.
Hey.
We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged.
My man.
I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
I'll drink to that, bro.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you.
It's okay, we found you first.
I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye.
Aww.
You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Montoya's prize student.
It's the other way around, my dude. They have to put up with me. Though, yeah, it does get a little taxing sometimes.
Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
I mean, how do you get Alphino to stop being such a pansy? And how do you get Estinian to stop being such an edgelord?
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Straight to the point.
I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Ah, there we go.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
That's even more concerning.
As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
I'm not surprised, but that is fucked up.
How is that even possible?
There's so many ways that can go terribly wrong.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
See, this man I would happily learn from. Oh shit, he's gonna give us an actual lecture. No, please! Don't make me. Not again. Are you shitting me?
We shall begin by...
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do
The
that.
ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
I assume the physical?
Yes, very good.
Okay. I didn't
This
expect
is
a
the
quiz.
form with which the layman is most familiar.
Okay. Fucking alerts are going off again. I gotta check shit. Dude, I don't know what the hell is going on with our freaking door sensors, but they're just freaking the hell out. Anyway. Back to the lecture.
Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux.
Okay.
In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked.
I think we learned that when we did the whole transfer from the first back to the source thing. I don't know how much of that we're willing to tell him, though.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
What the hell does that say? Like, welcome to the... Am I really going to take the time to translate this? I'm drawing blanks here. Somebody's going to correct me and tell me what's going on. Unless it just says studium, which the first 2 letters are throwing me off real bad. Yeah, it is. Because T's... We don't have... Yeah, we do have an H. They're similar but different. That's not an H. It just kind of looks like one. So it's a D. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just... I don't know. That I don't know why I felt the urge to try and translate that.
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
Good question. Wouldn't be able to read them clearly.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well.
So, what you're saying is, they're essentially flooding those particular memories with a specific type of ether? That sounds real dangerous, bro, and also a little concerning.
In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago.
Oh!
And what might that have been?
Oh! That was a calamity. That was...
The 7th Umbral Calamity.
Oh my god, I wish I had a legacy character so bad right now. Because I feel like that would have been a big difference. Or at least, you know, something.
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. but no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
I was about to say, that's been a thing since very early ARR, but they just kind of brushed over it. No one ever explained it.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act.
Huh.
The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation.
So they're breaking their own rules to do this. That's even more concerning.
Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace.
Look, homie, you seem like a good guy, but I don't believe that for a fucking second.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty.
Huh.
Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean.
Interesting wording you got there, bud. Huh.
And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable.
An open-minded scholar. Wait.
Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
Smart ass. Aww.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you.
This is just a cool guy.
I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Hey, thank you. What a homie.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Yeah, they nailed the cool teacher vibe really well. What was that laugh for? That sounded sinister, bruv. Weapon. Just immediately. Ooh, pain. Ooh, violence. Granted the run of Phenomenon. If you were game, Key Aleopo would put your artistry to good use. Ah. I don't have none of that. Man, that took a minute. That was fun though. Have I mentioned how much I love Charlian? Oh, now we're getting into pewter? Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I ever... God, I love that music. Okay, so hold on. Where's the... Did I ever get the pants? Huh. I never got the pants from this gear. The hell? Or did I and not notice? That is equally possible. If that or I already used it. Or, alternatively, I am completely freaking blind. But the fact that there are no pants bothers me! Thinking I'll just grab like all of these and slap a Crypt Lurker pants on it for my summoner, because my summoner right now is really low gear. We'll figure it out. Anyway, moving on. Kryle is still digesting a rather hefty portion of food for thought. Well, that's giving me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the form's true motives and the mysteries of life itself, for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in the days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way, you could better acquaint yourself with Key Aleopo, as the scholar suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. I am not a crafter! I'm sorry, okay? I never got into it, damn! Making me feel bad for not being crafting. Raha! Hello? Hey, what it is, good? I don't know why I just did that. Don't ask. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studio proved most educational. Yes, indeed. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Lumensa. Hey, why not? So the time has come to go on the offensive. Hell yeah! It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Ascendian? Strong backs. Whew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Virtue and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Of course. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the Forum's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. Fair point! I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. Tide is about to turn, I can feel it. To Limsa Lumensa! Going back home. I know Luna started as a white mage, or rather a conjurer, but I started this game as a warrior. My very first character was on I want to say a European server, and I started off as a marauder because I thought, hey, big axe, that sounds like fun. Which is weird because I've never played tanks before. But the second I got hold of one here, I was like, oh yeah, this is how it goes. Then I started on Conjurer. That was pretty fun. Got really comfortable as healer. And then I unlocked Gunbreaker, and the rest is history. Ayo! I was told to expect you. As you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the Elder Seer and the Sultana. I'd be surprised otherwise. 3 of the most powerful women in the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare? Shall I show you to them? You might want to tell them they need a moment to prepare. Because I'm about to swing in like I own this bitch. Pop in like freaking Emperor Cusco. Boom, baby! I apologize for calling you away from Charlene at such short notice. Nah, we expected this. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful. And pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. Yeah, I know, right? It was only right that this discussion be conducted in person. Agreed. We're locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. That dude just standing over there like, yo, we ready to go! But might I ask what your plan entails? Violence! It hinges entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixal, and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph at Radzat Han, in Radzat Han, gives us cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Teletubbies at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. Fuck yeah! Sorry, I've been waiting on this. These brave few will be the Ilsabard contingent. I need to learn how to say that word. Alright, ready, steady, let's go. To think such progress has been made in so short a span. Good fucking god. Excuse me. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered, robbed of their free will. They serve the Teletubbies every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for a strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. Hell yeah. I do not ask that we set aside decades of conflict and conquest that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember we do not also forsake. That sentence genuinely upsets me. Forsake our compassion and morality, for without that there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. It depends on if we kill them all first, but hey, whatever. Aye, on that we all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway. Though the same could be said of the Teletubbies, they're certainly in no rush to press further into our lands, because they're sucking them dry of all the ether! I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. So it would appear to be substantiated by Stola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Sorry. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. Yeah. It would not surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers. Hell yeah, Admiral! That's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Ilsabard contingent. Considering an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Like it's a question! Frickin' Scion Special Forces reporting as ordered, Admiral. Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. Oh. We are fighting for the people. I'm kind of doing it for this. Maybe a little bit of this. But overall. For those we have lost and those we can yet save. I'm going to put it better myself. Stola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. Fuck yeah. They're positive you would come to the same decision as they. Luckily for all involved, the prediction was correct. Like we'd say now. Once you have delivered the warding skills to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilsabard. Excellent. Raban and Lord Aymeric are overseeing preparations. I would suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Yeehaw! Pack warm clothing, furs, and the like without it, the cold won't do you in before the Teletubby so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Hell yeah. Now go, safe in the knowledge that Eorzea will be as you left it. Or better, upon your return. Alright, time to pack my winter coat. Yeehaw. You putting me back in Limsa? Yes, you are. Okay, so it's time to switch up a bit. Just a bit. Crap, where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Oh, by the way, this gear looks amazing. I love it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Kind of showed this not too long ago, but hey, we're here now. And this is the outfit we're going to be rocking going through the Garlemald set. Because, bro, look at my girl. She's styling. My God. Absolutely killing it! Thank you again for the members of my Chaos crew that put that together. Like, Riku, Hell, Ara, everybody. I know I'm not naming everyone, but freaking everybody that helped put the outfit together and craft it, etc. Thank you so much, because it looks absolutely fire. Only 40 minutes in, continue as normal. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you expect me not to just fly the fuck over these buildings? Say it with me, lads. Walking is for peasants. And we have slain gods. Hello, Raubon. How art thou this fine eve? And Aymeric probably talking Estonian's ear off. Oh, the Wanderer's return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. Tuesday. Coffee. You should be proud. Those warding skills of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Aymeric be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. Fair enough. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilsabard contingent. The very suggestion that we send some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid to the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. You better not get stabbed again! Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I do not envy you. Hate to say it, but Lord Aymerich's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. Did Aymeric get a clothing change? Because he looks a little different. It could just be a while since I've seen him last. As you fight the good fight in Ilsabard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Black Wolf. Gaius. Oh yeah, he's basically running Whirlit. By the way, if you want to see me run through the weapon quest line, I did that on stream. And I'm so glad I did, because this is apparently tying in nicely. Much has occurred since we parted ways in Whirlit. From what I gather, the protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. Yah! My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people in Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us. Strange. I thought you have a stake in this. I do. The Teletubbies have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mode of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varys and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilsabard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Valid point. I hate to say it, I really do, because I want to fight next to Gaius again, but valid point. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to the position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. You've really thought through all of this. Whether branded a villain or hailed as a hero, it would only hinder your efforts. We'll do it for you, bruv. You've earned that much. For what it's worth, you have my gratitude. It's worth more than you think. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countrymen, I am certain of it. In light of Gaius' rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. Ooh! Other people! Wait, is Lucia coming? Please tell me Lucia's coming! Oh, I haven't seen Lucia in a while. You might even and if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you, all of you. Thanks, bruv! Oh, this feels good. This feels fantastic. Alright, Maxima, take us in. How much? 45 minutes in. We still got time. A gift! Maxima would have you meet your new traveling companions. Yes! Excuse me. The other members of the Ilsabard contingent are gathered in the royal palace. Is this going to be like a cavalcade of people that we've interacted with over the years? I say over the years. I've only been in for what the fuck is that? Purple cat bunny person. Okay, never mind. That's not a Makate. I thought it was. Oh no, that's just straight up a bunny boy. I thought they were wearing ears. Okay, that threw me off so bad. Shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. Yeehaw! Let me in, 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 let me in! Ah, the remaining members of the Scions, your friends, and most of the Ilsabard contingent wait you within. Would you like me to see you through? Of course! Bring me in, Scotty.
By the 12th.
Hey! I don't recognize a shitload of them, but there's some friendos in there.
Join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
Hell yeah.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald.
Wait a minute.
Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Oh, I am recognizing people now. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm going to try and pick some of them out. Let me know how good I do. That is freaking Z something, Zalto, I think, from the Scholar quest line. This is Connie Senna's little brother, I'm wanting to say, from the White Mage quest line. This guy looks familiar, but I don't recognize him, and it's bothering me. That's one of the dudes from the Dragoon side. Yo! Wait a minute! Is that a Mandalane? Tell me that's a Mandalane! Oh, what a homie! And then there's Stefan Avian, my boy from the machine. Yo! Are you serious? I even see freaking Little Raubon, and I know, just go ahead and crucify me now, I forgot his name. I also see some of the Thaumaturge homies. Bruv! This is so fucking cool! Oh, this makes me so happy. And of course there's Lise. I've got an ear-to-ear grin, man.
Indeed, which is why
Lucia!
I find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
So good to see you! Oh, it's been a minute.
Lucia.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end.
For anyone who has no idea what's going on, first of all, you should totally play the story, because the point in which Lucy comes in is free. Spoilers for that incoming. Lucy is a Garlean spy that's been with Emmerich for a while. She turned sides after a time. And just one of my kind of favorite lesser-known characters in the Heavensward arc. There were so many, though, let's be real.
We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
Damn straight. I brought my stomping boots.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Hell yeah!
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company.
Oh yeah! Here we go!
If I may have your attention.
Company attend. Ha! This is so cool.
Might I ask you to speak first?
Good to see you.
If I must,
Oh, they gave him a voice!
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation, here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald.
Representing white mages, hell yeah, brother.
To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
Of all the things to hit me that hard, I did not expect this. They added in voice lines for if you've done up to a certain point as the class. Have I mentioned how much I love this game lately? That legitimately hit me like really hard. Holy shit.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Sicard. Oh yeah, you were the pirate dude.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hillfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship.
Hell yeah.
So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do.
Hoist the colors high, brother.
Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy.
Yes!
Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
My man! Oh!
Well, you're certainly raring to go.
Yeah!
And again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
And they're all short. Sorry to everyone who plays a Lalafell, I couldn't help it. Oh my god.
If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi.
Teletubbies.
We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
Hell yeah!
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction.
Ariel J, chill! Oh, that was awesome!
Comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
Hell yeah.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies.
Hell yes!
The cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead.
It's actually a very good point.
Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require.
I have no doubts.
The four high houses, House Hylinard foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission.
Hell yeah!
Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
My friends!
There is another awaiting introduction.
Oh my god.
Lord Amonelane!
It was him! I forgot to click.
Amonelane de Forton, at your service.
Mans has a voice.
Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that.
Glad to have you with us, brother.
But should the opportunity arise for a spot of
God,
dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Did you really just utter that word? Yeah. Where the hell's Hildebrand? I dare say your fancy footwork may be all that stands between us and certain doom.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honorat with my tales of daring do.
Oh my god, he's still such a freaking nerd!
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea.
Maybe not a nerd, maybe more of a dork. Definitely a dork. Extremely dork.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Hey!
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
No!
Out of my way!
Yeah!
Screening fool.
Yes! Yes! Serena! Oh! Oh my god. That's everything I wanted.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
You're here too? Okay, depending on what he says, I might legitimately start crying here.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach.
Oh yeah! The Tharls ain't having it, man.
But now our thirst for slaughter
Okay, if you could...
no quarter to the enemy!
Can you calm down, please?
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Yeah, fair. But there's a lot of killing along the way.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Always a pleasure.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamiga. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland.
Hell yeah.
The Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlit, a nation he once conquered.
Hell yes.
So
All the
you
world.
can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
One step at a time. Holy shit.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy.
Before we go any further, I mentioned that I might choke up depending on what somebody said. I'm pretty sure the Hrothgar over there with the mustache is the one that came to talk to Radovan during the class quest for Gunbreaker. So if he said anything, then depending on what it was, I'm gonna be honest, I would have heard a grown man cry. Like, alligator tears, huge.
To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey.
Outstanding.
However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi.
Teletubbies.
As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
That's nice.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities.
Alright.
The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed.
They did this on purpose. The angle where we could just barely see Lucia's eye. 2 Garleans helping lead the charge to free their people. This is not an invasion, this is a rescue effort. Damn.
Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
This right here, this is amazing. Alright, I don't know how to do an outro after that, actually. Holy crap. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed, drop me a like and a comment. If you'd like to see more, subscribe, bell icon. If you'd like to join me, Discord down below, ask for the Chaos Crew tag, etc. That entire cutscene was so freaking good. And even better, we can talk to most of these people. And I'm going to. I'm going to record it as well. Because, like, I see so many people. Yeah, there's Zolka. Irun Senna. Magni and Saudi back there. I'm going to talk to Magni. I want to see what he thinks of being here with a Stola. Rostic, my homie. Alberic from the Dragoon questline. Stefanavian, my boy. Okay, yeah, I gotta... We got some work to do. But, for now, have a wonderful day. I will see y'all next round.